Hi, my name is Boris. So one of the most important things you can do when you're taking x-rays is to make sure the x-ray tube is properly centered to the imaging plate. Now you do this by detenting the x-ray tube. Now there's a transverse detent, which is the side to side, and there's a lengthwise detent, which goes along the length of the bed. There's two ways that the x-ray tube lets you know it's properly detented. You'll hear a click, and also the light will light up. So these two things tell you that you're properly detented. And another important thing is to make sure you're properly selecting whether you're using the table bucking or the wall bucking. Choose the wrong one and your image will not come up correctly. Another important thing to consider is source to image distance, or SID for short, which is the distance from the source, which is the x-ray tube, to the imaging plate. You know, making sure you have the proper distance depending on which projection you're taking. For any images you're taking on the table, 40 inches is the standard. If you were taking a chest x-ray on the wall bucky, then you would increase your SID to 72 inches. Now on the table, another thing to consider is when you are angling the x-ray tube, like say you're taking a x-ray of the sacrum, you will angle the tube, but now to make sure you're properly detented, you will use the centering laser light, and you would actually manually move the bucky to match, just like that. You know, and so following all these things, make sure you're properly detented will help you take good images.